Hello everybody, this is Miss Abby. I thought it would be kind of fun today to do an abstract painting. I actually really like abstracts, so I thought it'd be kind of fun. We're going to do this in 3 different videos. This will be the first video. This paper is a piece of watercolor paper, and I have cut it into a square that is 9 inches by 9 inches. So I just used a ruler and measured it out and drew a line with a pencil and cut it to be square because I think it looks really cool. And then I used some green painter's tape and I laid the painter's tape right along that edge around the outside. That's going to protect our border and keep our border super nice and white while we do our painting. So the first day's painting, you're going to need some cool colors, whichever cool colors you like. That would be green, blue, and purple. Okay, I have a couple different variations. I don't have a light purple, but I'm okay with that. So whatever cool colors you have, we're going to start with that. I have a couple brushes over here. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to need because it's abstract. You know, we never know. I have a medium and large round brush, and I have this flat brush, but this flat brush has a bevel, has kind of a cut off edge. I don't know that that's necessarily necessary, but I thought it would be kind of cool to get some crisp edges with that. And I got some paper towels and some water. Okay, so that's what you're going to need to get started. This will be video 1 of 3, and the reason is because we are going to do it in steps. It's a painting and it will take a little time. So I'm just going to jump right in. You basically get the idea. We're going to just start. And I dip some paint on my brush, and I'm just going to do some lines. Now there's only one rule. Well, I shouldn't say just one rule. What we're going to do as we paint is we're going to make sure that we don't mix the colors into a new color. We want to keep them, in this particular painting, we want to keep them pretty true to their original hue. The other thing is we need to paint them next to each other, not on top, because we're going to let this dry, and we want all of our colors to be next to each other on our paper, but not mix a new color. Boy, I really messed that up. This brush must be a little old. So just do whatever makes your heart happy. You don't have to go quite as slow as me. I just was looking for some sort of very specific shape here. You're just going to use your colors however you'd like. Boy, I'm having one of those artistic days where I can't seem to paint a straight line. And I'm going to try to maybe put that there and then maybe do a line here. Like I said, this is really up to you. Each artist is going to do something different. But you can watch this one and maybe get some inspiration. Or just do whatever you want. This is more of just showing you the application, not necessarily how you are going to paint yours. Rinsing my brush a little bit. I'm going to switch colors now. I'm going to go to this dark purple. I didn't really think about it too much. And I'm going to maybe do some... Actually, it looks blue. I thought it was purple, but maybe it's blue. Which is fine. Maybe we want to have blue rectangle up here. And if it's not super neat, you know, that's okay. I mean, I'm trying to be neat just because it makes less work later, but rinsing my brush, going for another color, and I think I'm going to pick something that goes all the way through the work. I might make like a circle here. And we're going to kind of do large areas. And I'm actually going to go under this as well, and in between. Try not to mix. Filling in that space, and you could use a smaller brush, but this one's working fine for me. I did mix a little there, but I'll be able to correct that after it dries. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so you can come in here and just finish that out however you want. This is not a how-to in the sense that you have to do it my way. It's just showing you the way that I'm applying the paint. Nice even strokes. And then maybe we're going to have this one go off in a weird shape this way. Don't think too long about it, okay? I'm famous for that, overthinking things. And just be sure you're having fun. That's the most important thing of all. Okay, so I've got that blue. I might come up here and do some of that same blue up there. And maybe one little spot right here. And it's okay to go right off the side there. Okay, rinsing my brush. Moving on to another color. I'm going to do that bright green, and I'm going to bring it right next to this dark green. I have something on my paper. I'm not sure what that is. Get that off. And I'm using tempera. You could use acrylic if you wanted to. But for this particular project, I picked tempera because it has a more liquid application, which I think sometimes can be easier for doing on paper. And as you see, I'm changing my shape. Not thinking too hard. Maybe I want to do a circle. Actually, I might change my brush. I might use my medium round brush and do some circle motifs inside this darker green. And I'm not mixing it really. I'm actually just putting it on the surface. Because this is tempera, it's sort of showing through, but we can go back and add another dot to that. Maybe let's try it over here. Let's see what happens when we do it to the blue. This is sort of having an opaque look on top of that. Okay. And we have our light blue to do. And I'm going to do some sort of fanny shape. It sort of dragged it through that color, but it's all right. And I'm going to make sure that those little spots there are done all the way past the tape, so that we get a nice clean edge when we pull our tape off. And our green wasn't quite dry. It's all right. Okay, so for today, we're going to stop right there and let this dry. And then I'll come back with the next section and show you the next section. Look for video number 2.